Hello, I'm Keith Martin. I'm coming to you today from the 18th fairway of the famed Pebble Beach Golf Course on the Monterey Peninsula in California. Today, we're here for a car show, the most famous and prestigious car show in the world, the 54th annual Concours d'Elegance at Pebble Beach. The Pebble Beach Concours started over 50 years ago, and it was the only show in town. Now this one event is the centerpiece of Monterey's Automotive Festival and has been dubbed the Oscars of car shows. It has become the springboard for dozens of other spectacular automotive events taking place on this picturesque peninsula. This is Monterey, once the capital of California and the home of John Steinbeck, who immortalized the area and Cannery Row. This week, over 200,000 enthusiasts descend upon Monterey from around the world to soak up some California sun and revel in a week-long automotive festival. Today, we start our journey at the Pebble Beach Concours Tour d'Elegance, an unbelievable 50-mile rally of the Monterey Peninsula that encompasses the beauty and the breadth of one of America's most beautiful areas. And we'll end our show right from the 18th hole of the famed Pebble Beach Golf Course, when we reveal the best of show. But first, we will take a quick look at how Pebble Beach spawned this amazing festival of automotive nirvana. The first Pebble Beach Concours was held in 1950 and enjoyed being the only show in town for many years until a group of race car enthusiasts decided it was time to take their vintage race cars out onto a track and do what they were built to do: race. In 1974, Steve Earle and a few friends held the very first Monterey historic automobile races at Laguna Seca Raceway. They never dreamed it would become a 3-day extravaganza with hundreds of competitors and thousands of spectators. The Concorso Italiano was born almost 20 years ago out of a Maserati Club meet held at the beautiful Quail Lodge. The Maserati Club invited other Italian car enthusiast clubs to join them, and out of that grew what we know today as the Concorso Italiano, now so big it had to find bigger accommodations at the Black Horse Golf Club. The move left the grounds of the Quail Lodge open for something new, and 2 years ago, the Quail began its own show, feeling more like an intimate garden party, showcasing 120 invited, very special sports and racing vehicles. Of course, with all these car events going on, enthusiasts' appetites were whetted with the desire to acquire their own collector cars, and renowned auction houses began associating themselves with the various shows. There were 6 auctions on the peninsula during the week. At the Gooding & Company auction, which is affiliated with the Pebble Beach Concours, a world record was set for an American automobile when the 1935 Duesenberg SJ Special, known as the Mormon Meteor, sold for an incredible $4.5 million. This year, Ferrari rules. Not only is it a featured mark at the Pebble Beach Concours, it is also being honored at the Monterey Historic Races, featured at the Quail Show, and as always, the highlight at the Concorso Italiano. And if all of this wasn't enough for any self-respecting car nut, this year, the Ferrari Club of America extended their stay on the peninsula for their annual meet at the Quail Lodge. There are many shows on the Monterey Peninsula these days, and there are an equal helping of parties to attend. Starting it all off on Wednesday night is Gordon McCall's annual party at the Jet Center at the Monterey Airport. There, the guests get their first taste of the caliber of cars they'll be seeing at auction. There are corporate jets open for perusing, and new supercars are introduced. But every one of these events has an audience because of the Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. Over a half century ago, the very first Concours d'Elegance was small, with only 2 to 3 dozen cars in 3 classes exhibited, and was held in conjunction with the road race on the winding roads of 17 Mile Drive. Phil Hill won that inaugural race in a Jaguar XK 120. A tragic accident in 1956 was the last time the road races were held as a part of the Concours. But just 3 years later, over 100 cars were displayed on the greens of the Del Monte Lodge, and the Concours has continued to grow throughout the years.